But I am the guy who supports the victims who got victimized, right? But at the same time, whatever the situation is, everybody knows it's wrong. And I don't think he get punished as hard as a regular person because, you know, he used to be an FBI informant for a long time, they say. So I'm quite sure.
We know the federal government got, what, a 98.9 conviction rate. And this wasn't even the FBI. This wasn't the DEA. This wasn't the ATF. This was Homeland Security. Like I'm in the car with Kirk Burrows and him and our driver, and we go down to 26 Federal Plaza. I know 26 Federal Plaza is the FBI office. What they went down there and what paperwork they took down there, I did not know until I found out later. He was working with an agent.
Sean Diddy Combs, known for his records, is now infamous for a different reason. Reports have surfaced that he hosted massive parties filled with drugs, booze, hookers, and A-list celebrities, including rappers, movie stars, politicians, and even royalty.
Not only celebrities. I don't think it's only celebrities going to be shook. He had politicians. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there.
These parties might have been a setup for blackmail, with new information suggesting cameras and microphones were hidden in every room. P. Diddy's former bodyguard claims there were recordings of everything, involving not just celebrities, but also politicians, princes, and even preachers. If these claims are true, there could be a lot of incriminating material out there.
Diddy had, bruh, can you imagine? He had every room tape and bug, and they found little bugs or little tape recorders. I mean, little those micro projectors or whatever like that, video cameras. They found them in the house, bro. By them having those things in the house, and people know there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's loose women, there's loose men, woman on woman, man on man, all kind of crazy shit.
Jesse Waters points out that if Puff Daddy, now known as Diddy, had these tapes and the feds recently raided his properties, they might have been looking for this material. This situation is reminiscent of the Jeffrey Epstein case, where Epstein's recordings of high-profile individuals allegedly disappeared after a federal raid, suggesting a possible cover-up to protect powerful people.
It's just like how Diddy was able to court Diageo or Estee Lauder. He was very successful in doing that, and that made him a lot of money and gave him credibility outside the hip-hop rap world. And that's what he was trying to do here, a lot like what Epstein did with very powerful political and business.
People are now comparing Diddy to Jeffrey Epstein, especially in light of the recent sex trafficking allegations and multiple sexual assault lawsuits against him. Federal agents recently raided 2 of his properties, one in Los Angeles and one in Miami, and the investigation is still going on.
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
At those residences, the Department of Homeland Security's Homeland Security Investigations York executed law enforcement actions with help from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and local law enforcement partners. They didn't specify what these actions were, but they might involve search warrants or arrests. Diddy has been facing significant legal troubles recently. In November, he was sued for rape and abuse by an ex-girlfriend, Cassie, and that lawsuit was settled quickly. But the recent video leak by CNN has revealed it all.
By CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs wearing only a towel, assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video.
Diddy is also being sued by Crystal McKinney, a former model who accuses him of drugging and sexually assaulting her in 2003. McKinney, who was 22 then, claims Combs laced her marijuana, led her to a bathroom, and forced her into non-consensual acts. The lawsuit, filed in New York, seeks damages for the trauma McKinney says she has endured since the incident. It's notable that the recent raids on Diddy's properties in Los Angeles and Miami happened when he wasn't home, suggesting he might have been tipped off. This is similar to how Jeffrey Epstein's residence was raided. Cassie also alleged that Diddy physically and sexually abused her, forced her into sexual slavery, and even tried to chase down music producer Suge Knight with a gun. Diddy has always been known for his extravagant parties, attended by many notable people over the past 20 years. These parties were rumored to be wild, but the recent allegations suggest there was more to them.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they pay those agents to do. So, of course, I don't believe that none of the people who are his celebrity friends is going to speak or say nothing until they're either contacted or they know what they really got.
So you feel like they might be worried that they might be on tape at one of Diddy parties doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing?
I think that the celebrities that may be worried is because what Lil Rob said. Lil Rob said in his affidavit that Diddy had every room taped and bugged.
Grammy-winning singer Usher once mentioned on Howard Stern's radio show that he saw some things while living with Diddy at 13, hinting at a questionable lifestyle.
Yeah, man, Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige, they didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Rodney Jones has also filed a detailed 988-page lawsuit claiming he was sexually abused by Diddy multiple times. Jones says he was drugged and forced into sex with sex workers at one of these parties. He also says that at another event, there were at least 5 girls under 16 who were given laced drinks and forced into things.
There were underage girls, hidden cameras, and sexual harassment at his home, all of which Combs denies.
The lawsuit also mentions a violent incident where Diddy or his son allegedly shot someone but blamed it on a fake drive-by shooting. The LAPD supposedly didn't charge Diddy after investigating. People were apparently scared of Diddy, like Jones, who felt he couldn't say no to him. The lawsuit lists a bunch of celebrities who hung out with Diddy, including Prince Harry, and implies that Diddy had connections to clean up any trouble with the police, mentioning a guy named Mr. Fahim Muhammad who could make problems disappear. Mr. Muhammad, who was also Michael Jackson's security head, was supposedly involved in making things go away, like when Diddy allegedly shot someone. The lawsuit claims that Diddy's parties had underage girls and drugs, and that they were covered up with help from Mr. Muhammad's connections with law enforcement. In addition to all the shocking claims, Rodney Jones says he once passed out and woke up with Diddy in bed next to him. Interestingly, Mr. Muhammad testified in court about Michael Jackson's death, where he described being the second person on the scene. He saw the doctor trying to give CPR to a seemingly dead Michael Jackson, with Jackson's kids sobbing nearby. Back in the 90s, Tupac and Biggie were big names in the rap world. They were planning to leave their record labels and go independent. Rumors suggest Diddy might have been involved in ordering the hit on Tupac, benefiting from the power vacuum after both Tupac and Biggie's deaths. Diddy also has connections to other high-profile scandals. For instance, Rachel Chandler, one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, was photographed with Diddy when she was 14. She was also photographed with Bill Clinton on what's believed to be Epstein's private plane. While there's no direct link between Diddy and Epstein, Chandler's photos with both men raise eyebrows. It seems Diddy had a knack for being involved in scandalous circles, and more might come out about his connections and actions. Currently, there is no sign he is going to be arrested for everything he did. Even after Cassie's assault video has surfaced online, everyone believes it is the tip of the iceberg of what Diddy has been doing for years. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments below, and also check out this other video for more celebrity news and information.